Hello guys, welcome back to one more video session. In this session, I'll be continuing with the linkage and recombination. So it's a part 2 where you will see the experiment number 1 and 2 conducted by T.H. Morgan and his colleagues, particularly one of his students, that is Alfred Stewart Wendt's work also. Okay, so here we are going to do the experiment number 1 which were already conducted by the T.H. Morgan and got the result. Okay, so first of all we just write cross A. Cross A. Always remember cross A is for to prove the association between two different genes on the X chromosome is very close. So it's like they are showing the linkage. The genes A and gene B, the gene A and gene B which are situated on X chromosome on the different locus, but you could see there is a very minimal distance between the two genes. That is actually cross A. Okay, that means the characters, that is the body color genes and the eye color genes on the X chromosome are very closely situated. Okay, so that is cross A. That means this experiment is to prove linkage. Okay, so what is linkage? It is the physical association of the two different genes on the same chromosome, that is cross A or linkage. Okay, so in this case the T.H. Morgan actually conducted a cross between female and male, whereas the female is mutant type, that is yellow body and white eye. You know that. I'll just write M, which is also recessive. You rarely see them in the population of Drosophila, whereas the male exhibiting heterogametic state, okay, that is kind of X chromosome and Y chromosome in its gametes, okay, or in its body. You could see here. So on the X chromosome, where you could see the Y plus and W plus, okay, whereas the Y chromosome doesn't contain any genes for the body color and eye color, you know it. So Y plus W plus is actually dominant type. It is also wild type. Okay, from here onwards I say wild type. It is understood. That means the Y plus W plus. Okay, so this is brown body, whereas the color of the eye is red. Okay, the cross E will happen. You know that during the formation of the gamete, obviously whatever the gametes which are produced from the female obviously will contain 3 autosomes and 1 sex chromosome. Here the sex chromosomes are same, which is homozygous or homologous. Obviously it will be Y and W. Okay, so that is actually in her gamete. Whereas in the case of male, as I said, like it is showing exhibiting heterogamety, so that means it determines the sex of the offspring, but it is not the concern now. So we just write one gamete will contain X chromosome with Y plus W plus genes, okay, whereas another gamete will have the Y chromosome, correct? So I'll write G1 for gamete 1, G2 for gamete 2. Okay, the cross is very simple. Now what if this sperm containing the X chromosome fuses with this gamete, that is the common gamete, that is female gamete? Obviously first I'm going to write the sex chromosome of the male, that is particularly given by the male, that is G1. Okay, why? Because they are containing two different genes which are now dominant. Okay, Y plus W plus. Obviously it will suppress Y and W, you know that. So obviously in the F1 generation, this is F1 generation, we get around 2 offsprings. The first offspring will be female, but it is exhibiting the father's character, correct? That means the characters are present or expressed by the F1 progeny, that is the female one, obviously inherited the characters from the father. Okay, so whatever now the sexes now are changing, but the characters are parental type itself. Remember it, note it. Okay, the possibility, case number 2. What if the G2 now fuses with the gamete? Obviously in this case first I write X chromosome, that is YW, which is given by the female mother, or like the mother, that is a maternal chromosome, and in this case it is Y, which is paternal chromosome. Obviously it doesn't carry any genes responsible for body and yellow color, body and eye color, sorry. Okay, so obviously this is male now, but see here, now the male is mutant, correct? In this case the parent, the female is mutant, male is dominant, that is wild type, but in this case actually the male becomes mutant, whereas the female offspring will be now wild type. The sexes are now changing, but still it is retaining the parental characters. Now point to be noted. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, so now T.H. Morgan actually continued his experiment. Very simple. He selected female offspring. Okay, many female offsprings, obviously having this character. Okay, this character, that is the wild females, wild type females. Okay, with many offsprings which are males, obviously with mutant characters. Okay, so that means actually it's like a cross between brother and sister. It's like half brother and half sister. Okay, not exactly, maybe you may think that they are from the same mother. It could be same mother or it could be from same father, doesn't matter actually, but obviously he did not select one parent and what you call one female and one male for his cross. Actually he just put around 5 females with this character and 5 males with this characters, and obviously you get the many thousands of offsprings in this bottle. And then actually he picked the F1, that is the offspring which is having the wild type character, and then crossed with the mutant character, that is male. Okay, so like that, it's like half brother half sister. Obviously if you just know, I obviously know the principle, like you know the logic behind the cross, obviously you can also do it. If you do this, you will end up with the ratio 9:3:3:1. That is actually the phenotypic ratio what we got in dihybrid cross experiment. But T.H. Morgan did not get this phenotype ratio. That means the entire concept deviated from Mendel's law of independent assortment. That means actually it's a kind of a practical disproving Mendel's theory of inheritance, like kind of it. But still, according to Mendel, whatever he done, it was exactly correct actually. Why? Because the characters, like let us say like yellow character which is situated on one of the autosome, whereas the eye color gene which is situated somewhere else on the 5th chromosome, like that. So they exhibited independent assortment. But T.H. Morgan considered sex-linked inheritance, where the two genes responsible for two different characters present on the same chromosome, that is X chromosome. That's what actually he did not get this result. Even if you just do this, obviously you get it. But okay, I'll erase it and I'll write all the what I call the F2 generations, okay, on this board, and obviously you see like whatever the result T.H. Morgan got completely deviated from the Mendel's, that is dihybrid cross experiment. Let us see that. Okay, see I have written the F2 offsprings. Okay, so you could see around like 8 offsprings. Actually in his experiment he got more than thousands of offspring actually. Okay, so this is convenient for us. The prize for T.H. Morgan, that in F2 generation he did not get the results like what Mendel got. It entirely deviated, that's it. Okay, here majority of the offspring what we got between the cross between F1 female, that is Y plus W plus, that is wild female, wild type female, with the mutant male, both are actually brother and sister, and ultimately like we got many offsprings which completely deviated from Mendel's dihybrid cross actually. So you could see here in this case you could see wild male, obviously the results in F2, wild male is nothing but it's parental type itself, whereas mutant male is also parental type. See, you could see Y and W. Mutant male is also parental type. Wild female is also parental type, whereas mutant female is also parental type. Okay, he got, let us assume that he got around 100 offsprings in F2 generation. Okay, in that around 98 point, let us say 3 percentage or 98.3, let us take it in percentage actually, 98.3 percentage of them were actually parental type. So we write parental type. Parental type. Okay, the parental type, the percentage is 98.3 percentage. That means the two different genes present on the X chromosome, actually they did not segregate or separate during crossing over. If the crossing over had happened, obviously the two genes, like that is actually these two, Y plus W plus or YW, whatever it is, shifted together to another X chromosome. Got it? So that means actually they did not show that intensity to separate from each other. So as a result, we got maximum number of the offsprings, that is 98 offsprings out of 100 offsprings were parental type. Even the sexes differ, that's fine actually, but the characters exhibited by the F2 offsprings, majority of them were parental type. That means they are showing the linkage. They are showing the linkage. Okay. Some cases you could see the mixture of the characters, like having brown body, which is actually the dominant trait. Okay, but white eye is the mutant, the recessive type. Okay, you could see these two characters in one organism or one of the like F2 generation. Then obviously, like, that is non-parental type. Exactly right, which is non-parental. Correct. Non-parental means one character from male, other character is from the female mother. Okay, so this is actually non-parental. Got it? Okay, not exactly like a parental type. This is parental type. Okay, which was present in the parent. But in this case, the mixture, you could see, like, the mixture. Okay, this is non-parental type. That is very less. That is about like 1.5 to 1.7 percentage. Like, let us take 98 of them are parental type characters, whereas only 2 offsprings are exhibiting non-parental type. That means during crossing over, the Y gene or Y plus gene or Y gene with which is very closely associated with the W plus or W gene, whatever it is, maybe during crossing over actually they separated. That means it's a very rarely happens. That is, they separate. Okay, during crossing over, what is crossing over? Okay, so the Y plus shifts to another X chromosome. Okay, and from here actually another chromosome, another gene comes and sits for the same character. Okay, so shuffling takes place, but it rarely happens. That is actually as a result we got non-parental type. The T.H. Morgan got non-parental type. We could see here yellow and red eye. Correct, it is non-parental. Brown and white eye, non-parental. The yellow and red eye, non-parental. This is what actually he got. And finally he said, like, during crossing over, that if the two genes, let us take this as chromosome, if the two genes are very closely associated, okay, on the same X chromosome, then obviously they fails to segregate during crossing over. Okay, they failed to segregate during crossing over. As a result, in the offspring, both Y and W or Y plus and W plus actually expressed in the offspring that showed parental type. Very rarely they showed recombination. What is the reason behind recombination? Maybe in some offsprings or some individuals of the what you call Drosophila, sometimes it could be the reason that there is a slight greater distance between Y gene and W gene. Okay, if the distance is greater, obviously, like, the crossing over could happen. That is, the segregation could happen, right? Y can segregate from W or W can segregate from Y. It's very simple, right? See, like, if anybody asks me to cut the chalk piece, okay, so here I write A here and B here. So this is A gene, this is B gene. I can easily cut because you could see the distance between A and B gene. There is a greater distance is there. What if, like, A gene is situated very close to B gene, and if somebody asks me to cut separate A and B gene, it's very difficult for me, correct? So it's very difficult. I cannot cut. If I try to cut, for example, A and B, see here, they are very tightly linked. Okay, so if anybody asks me to separate A and B, is it possible? No way. It's very difficult, right? If I try to cut it, maybe some segment of the A also get cut, and as a result, it may go with B. If I try to cut from this side, maybe some segment of the B may go with A. So it's not possible. If distance is there between the two genes, then I can easily cut. That's it. So if I can cut A and B gene, if I can separate, then obviously you see the recombination. If I cannot cut, obviously, like, both will go into the offspring, and obviously they express parental type. That's what actually T.H. Morgan said. Whereas the Mendel did not come across with the linkage. I'll tell you the reason why later. Okay, so hope you understood the experiment number 1. Okay, now we'll see another cross, that is cross B, conducted by T.H. Morgan by taking different gene for a particular character. In this case, actually we are retaining the eye color, that is actually white eye, that is a recessive type. But in this case, actually the eye color is red. Okay. And you could see the great distance between W gene and M gene. The gene M is for miniature wing, whereas M plus is for normal wing. Correct? You know it. Okay. So I think no need to do everything. You know the logic and you know how to do all these things. Actually, simple. Okay. Let us just write the female gamete, X chromosome with WM. You could see the distance between the two. Okay. So we'll write like this. Okay, so you can understand. See, more the distance between the two different genes on the same chromosome, obviously there is a high chance of crossing over. That means actually the W will shift to another X chromosome, another W plus if it is present, if it is a heterozygous condition, then obviously the W plus will come and sit here. Possibility, right? Or this M can separate from W and go to another X chromosome, that is homologous X chromosome, and if there MW is M plus is there, then obviously it will come and sit here. That's it. So as a result, you could say W and M plus, or maybe M plus or M plus M and W plus. A bit confusing. Come on. Okay, so that's easy. In this case, obviously heterogamety is there. Okay, so another one is this, and like the offspring, the sexes will differ, but they will exhibit parental type. Okay, so like this. So here in this case female, okay, the female is wild type, okay, like it has inherited character from male because male is dominant, the father is dominant. If goes like this, then obviously it will be W, M and then Y chromosome, then it is male, but the characters are exhibited by this male offspring will be inherited from the female, that is white eye miniature wing. Actually that's it, right? Correct? Hope you are getting my point. Then the cross is between the brother and sister, that is half brother and half sister. Then obviously according to Mendel 9:3:3:1, no, he did not get like that. Okay, he got a different ratio. I will not write it, it's understood, it's there in the textbook. Actually you can just check it out. Okay, so in the F2 generation, what he got, surprising, okay, the parental types were lesser than the cross A. He got less parental type. Out of 100 offsprings, only 62% of them are the F2 offsprings were exhibiting the parental type, that is white eye miniature wing, then wild type, that is that red eye, then normal wing. Okay, so that is only 62%. Then he observed a high number of non-parental type. See, what is the meaning of non-parental type? Non-parental means they are exhibiting the recombination. That is, non-parental means we can say that recombinants. The offsprings are recombinants. Okay, they separated during crossing over, and he got around 37.7, like I am not sure about the percentage of them were recombinants, that is non-parental type. Why non-parental type is more in the cross B? Very simple. This gene is situated very far from the another gene, that's it. But in the case 1, the cross, you could see the distance between the two genes. Okay, so that is actually the thing happened actually. So lesser the distance, obviously more chances of getting parental type, whereas higher the distance between the two different genes on the same chromosome, we get more chances of non-parental type offspring in the F2. That's it. Okay, so that means it is understood that if the gene A and B, the two different genes A and B are tightly linked, see here, what is the meaning of tightly linked? Tightly linked means they are very close to each other. That means what you should get is 95%, more than 95% of the offspring must be parental type itself. Why? Because you cannot separate A and B because they are tightly linked. You cannot separate during crossing over. Okay. If the distance is more between A and B genes on the same chromosome, crossing over chances are high, the frequency is very high, and obviously you get very less parental type okay, compared to cross A, and high parental type, okay, that is recombinants. Okay, so in the F2 generation, that's actually the thing to understand. Okay, so this is actually the cross. You can just check the textbook and you can do it. What is the logic to understand? Same linkage. There are two types of linkage. One is complete linkage, the other one is incomplete linkage. Complete linkage means when genes, two different genes are tightly linked, obviously you get high number of parental type in the F2 generation. If incomplete linkage means if the two genes are situated far away from each other, there is a greater distance between A and B, then obviously you get more recombinants in F2 generation. That is, there is a high possibility of crossing over. That is, the genes, that A and B genes are loosely linked. Correct? They are linked. Hope you understood what is the meaning.